This is from Reuters. It's up at Infowars.com. National Archive keeps bulk of 9/11 Commission report sealed. Let me throw out one thing we know is in the sealed report. Colonel Anthony Schaefer breaking down the fact that the CIA ordered them not to kill bin Laden. That's now been leaked. What else was sealed in the thousands and thousands of pages? Sybil Edmonds, the FBI translator, hearing al-Qaeda under Pentagon command on the day of 9/11. She went ahead and broke her federal gag order and went public in another federal court case because she was under oath. She was able to cover it. That's the kind of stuff. Why would they seal it 10 years after al-Qaeda's attack on the United States? What's wrong with that first line? We just are told by known liars that, oh, they killed bin Laden and threw his body in the ocean and did a fake situation room photo op. That's now admitted. And, oh, bin Laden didn't fight back and the SEALs helicopter blew up, so they won't tell any tales. Known liars who were caught shooting little kids up 50 years ago and still today with deadly pathogens and radiating our troops to death. Oh, known murdering killers, a criminal group that's taken over our government and other governments, tell us something, who've been caught thousands of times lying, so we just believe it, when the story's incredibly fantastical. Men in caves did all this. And then cops are saying, get back, they're blowing up Building 7. And I go find the cops and interview them. And they go, yeah, I've been threatened not to tell you, but there was a countdown. Then I go find a cop separately. And they go, yeah, there was a countdown. And you see the video, and they go, it's coming down. CNN countdown. And they blast points. They blow it up in front of you and go, you didn't just see that happen. We're changing our stories. It fell on its own. And known liars just tell you, oh, 10 years after al-Qaeda's attack on the United States, because you say so? The vast majority of the 9/11 Commission's investigation records remain sealed at the National Archives in Washington, even though the Commission had directed the archives to take most of the material public in 2009, Reuters has learned. And when Lee Hamilton and Keene get caught off guard by Luke Radowski, they look all freaked out and sad, and then they'll have like these little moments. You can tell they just want to spill the beans, and they'll go, we are not the final truth. There's a lot that's sealed. You know, 6 of the 10 have said it's a criminal cover-up. And they just look totally freaked out, and they go, I've got to go, young man. Can you imagine those guys? I mean, even though they're evil, can you imagine? They know the truth. They had all these, bring your whistleblowers to us, boys and girls. And all these FBI and NSA and CIA whistleblowers come, and a lot of them got killed, later died in car wrecks or burglars killed them. And it turned out there is a NSA group that would then mark them down and listen to them 24/7 with HUMET following them. Thousands of people that know the truth about 9/11. And they get little threats and, oh, your kid got run over in the street yesterday. You want the others to get run over? Dr. Johnson, keep your mouth shut or you're dead, pal. Can't tell you how many of these colonels and people I've talked to, and they're like, listen, they threatened my family. I spoke out earlier, but I'm not talking to you. And the wife's in the background going, get off the phone. They said they'll kill us. Click. That's who runs America. White slave running, narcotics trading, hardcore murderers, putting bioweapons and soft kill in your vaccines and radiation in your water. They run the op. They're so much more evil than anyone could ever imagine. Death sentence to all the troops using DU. Death sentence to everybody taking the vaccines. Total soft kill, takeover, op. And the final illusion is all you media whores and sellouts and mid-level execs that think you're part of the system. And, oh, that Alex Jones is so extreme and beyond anything we've ever heard. What you hearing here is research. What you're hearing here is knowledge. What you're hearing here is understanding. What you're hearing here is somebody who's telling it like it is and fully committed and who is not a selfish globalist sellout. Most people that decide that 2 + 2 is whatever the government says do that because they are smart, as 1984 states. The most intelligent are good at doublethink and Crime Stop, taking ridiculously contravening, contradictory information and holding it in your mind at the same time. Al-Qaeda is bad. We've got to give our rights up. But Al-Qaeda was created by our own government. and used in the 80s and used in the 90s against the Serbs, and has now been given control of Afghanistan. And Amr al-Awlaki, number 3 in al-Qaeda, is hanging out at the Pentagon. And the State Department won't release his records in the U.S. for his privacy. And of the other 5 top al-Qaeda, 3 of them are admitted U.S. government agents. And the mastermind of the 7/7 bombing, SWAT, BBC, admittedly government agent. And they just go, yeah, they're government agents. Yeah, the government grows the opium. But al-Qaeda's going to get you, give your rights up. But you massed all the U.S. troops around Afghanistan the week before. And Bush signed the launch order the day before 9/11. Never mind, move along. Drink some more fluoride, Alex. Just shut up. Everything's fine. 2 + 2 = whatever we say.
Everything we said came true. Everything we've done's been right.
And if I'm in a dark, nasty mood, it's because I face reality. And the only positive hope we've got is facing reality. We have a bunch of congenital liars who've been caught lying over and over again, telling us ridiculous fables, and more just inoculating the public psychologically to accept it. It's like Governor Ridge 2 years ago. Former head of Homeland Security writes a book and says, yeah, we issued terror alerts for no reason to distract people politically. It's like Obama. Yeah, I'm giving waivers to all my friends from all these big donors, from laws I've put in place or regulations I've put in place. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to put you in jail for life for videotaping cops. Yeah, we're going to raid thousands of lemonade stands and arrest. I've seen scores of examples of them arresting people. Yeah, we're going to throw the book at you. Because that's a criminal's instinct, is to dominate and just acclimate everybody. And I see the public, they're so afraid of police now. They're so afraid of government. And I see Americans just kiss up to the lowliest bureaucrat and say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Like kissing up to them will make them be nice to them. And the bureaucrats are all just on power trips. When the same idiotic bureaucrats are all under the same assault. Their dollars being devalued, their jobs are being offsourced, their future's being destroyed, their water's being spiked, their food's being engineered, their families getting all these new diseases and problems. And it's just a nation of people in a trance, a bunch of television-watching people who aren't even living in reality, like lemmings off the edge of a cliff. And then there's those of us that have awoken to this, and we don't want to be part of it. We want to try to reverse it. And the system tells the dumbed-down mass, those are the bad people. They don't trust us. Those are the bad people.